crafty friends, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. This is mislaidpages. My name is Jessie and my pronouns are she and they. Happy to have you. This is going to be the last video for Season of Smalls 2021. So this is when I'm going to announce the winners of the giveaways for not only Season of Smalls for folks who stitched, but also for folks who donated to the cause. I had donated my Season of Smalls to the marathon for MMIWG2S, which was the marathon for missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people. And we were fundraising for the Coalition to Stop Violence Against Native Women. So I donated my Season of Smalls and my time to that in hopes of fundraising for that organization. As a group, we did a fantastic job, not only on my channel, meeting fundraising goals, but we did an awesome job as a community raising for the Coalition to Stop Violence Against Native Women. So I'll get into the numbers here in a second. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my finishes for Season of Smalls, and we're going to remind you about the prizes for participating in Season of Smalls, either by cross-stitching or by, working on a project or by donating. So you could enter the giveaway one or both ways, and we're going to talk about all of that. So so let's get into it. So as far as fundraising, y'all were so incredible with your support. Y'all really came out, not only for me but for others who were stitching. So as a channel, folks who donated specifically directly to my pledge donation page, we raised $1,372. So $1,372 just through my channel. And that, y'all, I have goosebumps. I cannot believe that y'all came out in force like you did, and I appreciate it so much. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it, because it's not about me, it's about the organization we were working for, but that y'all were inspired enough by me and what I was doing to support at that level. I just can't even thank you enough. So that was just what my channel raised. Now, overall, as a community, we raised, I think, over $18,000. Now the website, 99 Pledges website, shows $17,700 and change. But I know that there's a match donation that I included in my total that's not reflected there. And there's, I believe, Erin to Martini Stitcher, I believe her employer was going to match some amount of that as well. So we can safely estimate up to $18,000 that as a community we donated to the Coalition to Stop Violence Against Native Women. And I'm so thankful to all of y'all. I'm so proud of all of y'all that we were able to come together as a group to help support such a fantastic organization. They do work in their own community, which I believe is in New Mexico, but they also offer educational services. They offer, or they work through legislation to try to improve the situation for Indigenous women in America. And I just can't, I can't say enough about how you all came out to show your support for us in our support of that organization, and it's fantastic. So, so thank you for above and beyond everything else. Thank you so much. Thank you to those of you who donated. Thank you to those of you who cheered us on, who cheered me on, either through Instagram or here on YouTube. Thank you to all of you who offered your support, whether it was monetary or moral support. It was very, very much appreciated. Thank you to all of you who participated by stitching and by joining Stitchy Zooms, all the things. Thank you so much. It was a fantastic Season of Smalls. It was a fantastic marathon for MMIWG2S. The whole experience was really, really awesome, and I look forward to doing Season of Smalls again next year. Now, I don't know if Stitching for a Cause will coincide with Season of Smalls again next year. That was sort of a special circumstance this year. Generally speaking, Season of Smalls will run September 1st to September 30th. But if it happens, if things collide again next year, then in 2022, we'll do it again. We'll see. But at a minimum, Season of Smalls going forward will be September 1st to September 30th. So thank you again for participating. Let's get into the other stuff, right? Because y'all are here for prizes. That's what you're really here for. So let's talk about what the prizes are, because it's been a while. It's been a minute. So first and foremost, For the stitchers, the folks, just the folks who participated by stitching, this is a prize that your names are going into a drawing for. So this is a fantastic vinyl front project bag, big enough for probably an 8x8 Q-snap. I don't think it's quite big enough for an 11x11, but this is an 805 Stitcher bag. Again, 805 Stitcher has not sponsored this giveaway. I purchased these for you. Everything has been purchased by me for you except for a chart from Dee and Kari that I'll talk about in a minute. So, Vinyl Front Project Bag. Awesome, awesome from the 805 Stitcher. One of my favorite project bag makers. And in addition to the project bag, you get the Lindy Stitches Halloween Tales chart, which includes both of these awesome, fabulous designs. You get the top one, which is Purple Transport, and you get the bottom one, which is Franken-Cat. So you get both of these all in one chart. That's how it's released, but you get this chart. You get the fabric for both of these. You get all the things to be able to stitch this. So you get, and what I've done, the this sort of olivey yellow color is actually the called for fabric. The, excuse me, more coral color is a substituted fabric that's a very similar color. But you get fabric big enough for both pieces. And you get my classic Colorworks conversions, because we don't do Weeks Dye Works here. So you get the classic Colorworks conversions for the called for specialty flosses. You get a pack of 20 size 26 Bowen needles, and you get all the DMC that are called for on the chart. So that's that's a prize just for the folks who participated by stitching, or by crafting, I should say, because you could have done other crafts. Most everybody did a stitch of some sort, but you could have done other crafts. So this is just for the crafty folks. And then just for the donation folks, again, an 805 Stitcher vinyl front project bag. This prize comes with 3 little hexes, which is being donated by Dee and Kari. Dee's 20 Stitches and Uncanny Kari. They are donating that chart. I had said originally that I would donate Hex Hotel myself. Since I've taken so long to put this together, the winner of this package will get a choice of Hex Hotel or the new Krampus sampler that Dee and Kari have released since all of this finished. And actually, if you would prefer the Trans Pride Tapestry, you can have that too. You can have one of those 3 large samplers that Dee and Kari have put together. So any of those 3, it'll be winner's choice. But Dee is donating 3 little hexes. So you get 3 little hexes in addition to either Hex Hotel, the Krampus sampler, which comes with Krampus Klein, or Trans Pride Tapestry, whatever you prefer. Now, the project bag comes with the called for fabric for 3 little hexes. This is a piece of, this is a fat quarter of 32 count Lugana in Mystic Fabric Spring Breeze colorway. So that's the called for fabric. And you also get the 3 little hexes stickers that Dee and Kari released when they released the Hex Hotel and 3 little hexes. And you get the O Hex needle minder. Now, it's still a surprise. I still haven't opened mine. It's still a surprise whether you get the pink glitter or the gold one. So, so yeah, so you get all of that stuff. And again, that's just for folks who donated. Now, once I draw these 2, I'm going to throw all of the names, all of the remaining names, into the same jar, and I will draw 2 more names for the following 2 prizes. Let me zip that back up. So, the last 2 folks being drawn from the conglomerate group, one of you will get this Thankful Happy Fall project bag, again 805 Stitcher vinyl front project bag, and in addition to the project bag, you get the full set. It's actually not the full set now because there's been one more released that I haven't gotten my hands on yet, but the complete set up until October of the Gathering series. So you get Gathering Berries, you get Gathering Clover, and you get Gathering Acorns. Now, since this contest, Luminous Fiber Arts has released Gathering Snowflakes, I believe is what the next one is called. But I don't have that, so you only get these 3. Sorry. Once I get them, what I may do is send you a discount code to purchase it if you would like. So Gathering Berries, Gathering Clover, and Gathering Acorns. You get all 3 of those charts along with your project bag. And then the last prize, and just slide these. And so this gives you a good idea of how big these project bags are too. This is an 8.5 by 11 chart. And you can see it fits in there with a little bit of room to spare. So the last prize is this super cute flamingo. Super cute holiday flamingo bag from 805 Stitcher. And in addition to the super cute flamingo bag, you get December Dance from Lindy Stitches. This is a kit that comes with the chart, which comes with 2 charts. So you get both of these red-footed booby charts. You get the 32 count lilac Lugana, turquoise polka dot backing fabric, hand-dyed pom-poms, black and white gingham ribbon, silver candy cane charm, 2 pieces of mat board, interfacing template and whitehead pin, and the full finishing instructions. So this is a whole kit. It doesn't come with the flosses, but it comes with pretty much everything else you need. And that comes with this super cute bag. So those are the prizes. That's what you were entering for. And just to make y'all wait just a few more minutes, we're going to talk about my finishes, and then we're going to draw names. I hope that's okay with you. This probably won't take terribly long. I just want to do, I didn't put my pictures into the finish parade, but I did want to do one more run through of my finishes because I'm so happy with myself. I'm so proud of myself that I finished my goal. I felt like 10 starts and finishes was going to be a stretch, and it kind of was, but I met the goal, and I'm very excited about that. So let's talk about my finishes. So the first stitch I did for Marathon for MMIW G2S, I picked this piece. This is from Amanda May of Ardith Designs. This is No New Worlds, and I picked this piece specifically as my first start because this is directly related to the cause that we were stitching for. So No New Worlds, I've talked about this before, but essentially it's a reference to the fact that you know, the story of folks like Christopher Columbus is false because he didn't discover the folks that already lived on this continent. He happened upon people who already lived here. There were already civilizations existing. So America wasn't discovered so much as it was invaded. So there are no new worlds because there were people who were already here. This is not the new world. It was an existing world. And I felt like that was very relevant and pertinent to the whole purpose of what we were doing. So No New Worlds. It's a piece that I had intended to stitch for ages and ages, and this was a really good excuse to finally get around to it. So the cloth or the fabric is, I believe this is a hand dyed by Rolanda, 32 count something. It feels like Lugana. So it's probably a 32 count Lugana, and I stitched this in sulky thread. I can't remember the color number now. It's on my Instagram. So that was start and finish number 1. Start and finish number 2. This is a Ba Meow chart, and this is, or design, this is called Crystal Gazing Mandala. This is also stitched in sulky, and I used was it a Jeanette Douglas sulky pack? Again, it's in my Instagram. I saved all this information. This fabric is a piece that I dyed myself. This is 28 count Opal Lugana that I dyed myself. And that one was super fun. So I did sort of a rainbow situation going all the way around. That one was fun. This is start and finish number 3. This was a gift chart from, I don't remember now. I was going to say Michelle Bendy, but it is not from Bendy Stitchy. This might have been from Jeanette Douglas. It's really washing out, it's hard to see. But it was a gift chart that I received with an expo order. And the fabric is a scrap of Lugana that I dyed, 28 count Lugana that I dyed. And the thread I used here is that rainbow floss that I really love from Silks For You. So that's start and finish number 3. Start and finish number 4. This is a piece of grab bag linen that I used to stitch a gift chart from Bendy Stitchy. So this one is a Michelle design. She called it the the Thai bird, trial and error bird. And this is actually stitched with 3 colors. It looks like more than that. I can't remember. Oh, these are the same colors that I'm using for my small burbs chart. So yeah, that's what that one is. And again, that's on my Instagram what those flosses actually were. Like, it's a mixture of hand dyed by Rolanda and Fiberlicious, I think. So that's number 4. Number 5, this one took up most of my time throughout the season of smalls. So this is a Barbara Anna. I'm going to come closer to the camera so you can see this better, because holding it out is actually very difficult. Okay. So this is Barbara Anna. This is Trick or Treat. I decided not to actually stitch Trick or Treat at the bottom there. I ultimately decided that I wanted this, I'm going to be stitching lots of animals and dresses. So I didn't want to put Trick or Treat on there because I wanted it to be able to go with all of the other animals and dresses. I also decided that my kitty cat here is non-binary. Their name is Fatima. And I have done some color substitutions. So the purple stars that you see floating around Fatima's head, those are, I believe, 550, DMC 550. And that's a color that I subbed in. Also, I've used this like electric blue satin here on the shoes, in the bow tie, and on the sash on the hat, because I really wanted a nice color pop. And I think that worked out really, really well. I also used the 550 in the skirt here. It turns out that I didn't have the light color that was supposed to go in the skirt. So that's when I decided to use the 550. And then I decided to do the whole skirt in the 2 different colors of blue/teal, because I didn't like the beigey grays that it was charted in. So that is Trick or Treat by Barbara Anna. This is a piece of, I can't remember the colorway, but it's 32 count Jobelin from Bestitch Me. And that's a variety of DMC flosses. That's all DMC. Just one satin and then some regular cottons. So that was start and finish number 5. Start and finish number 6 was the first half of this needle book. So this fabric, I think, is from, I think this is a color and, no, this is a plain Lugana. I think this might be Laurel Green. I can't remember. It's on Instagram. Go look on Instagram. But this is a like a 32 count Lugana that I bought in this color. It's not hand dyed. This chart was a gift chart from Ink Circles from Tracy Horner at Ink Circles. And it's called Fractor Needle Book. So that's the front side of the needle book. And that was start and finish number, what did I say, 6. And these are 3 color and cotton primitive. These are the 3 primitive colors I got from one of my monthly color and cotton shipments. And actually the fourth one is from the Brights colors. It's a black and blue variegated. That's what I did the border in. So that is number 6. And now I have 7, 8, and 9 all on one piece of fabric. This is a grab bag fabric, or it might be the other half of what I used earlier in the month. So it may be a hand-dyed by Rolanda fabric. It's either that or it's a grab bag. And I stitched 3 different, it's you I likes. Hashtag it's a movement, not a style. So this is a collaboration between It Is Kismet and Bendy Stitchy Designs. The two of them worked together on this. These were super fun to stitch. So this is 1/1 in 3 different colors. I think the blue at the top, actually the blue and the purple yellow variegated, those are both Rolanda, hand dyed by Rolanda. And then the gray variegated at the bottom was Fiberlicious. I don't recall now. But these are all stitched 1/1. And I love how delicate and tiny they are. And these are ultimately going to be cut apart to be finished in some way to give to some special folks. So that's something I still need to do, obviously. So that is start and finish 7, 8, and 9. I highly recommend stitching 400 million of those and giving them to everybody that you care about. And then start and finish number 10 was the second half of the needle book. So I used the same colors. It's actually all the same colors that appear in this first one. I've just put them in different locations compared to the first one. So you can see that the rusty orange is actually, okay, there we go. The rusty orange is on the outside of this. I'm trying to, why is this not working? Okay. So there we go. The rusty orange is on the outside, is that thin line on the outside. And then the main flower is that blue and black. The red are on the leaves, and then the green are the small accents around the flower. So that is start and finish number 10. And eventually, at some point, I will learn how to make a needle book. So I can finish this, fully finish this into a needle book, because I plan on actually using this. So yeah, I just loved that design. I love the fractor, the whole idea of the fractor design aesthetic is really appealing to me, which is why I have Blackbird Fractor from Plum Street Samplers. That's one of my blurbs that I started in the beginning of this year that will carry over to next year. So yep, there we have it, my 10 finishes for Season of Smalls. Again, thank you to all of you who cheered me on. I really appreciated the fact that so many of you believed in me, because I wasn't sure that I believed in myself at the beginning. So it really helped that so many of y'all believed in me. It was, you don't even know. Okay, so shall we get to it? Shall we get to the thing that you've all been waiting for months and months? I wish I was exaggerating. Oh, goodness. I appreciate your patience. I really do. Those of you who've been following along all this time, you understand how things have been, how busy things have been for the last few months, and I appreciate your patience and your kindness. It's always appreciated. So let's get into this. We have, these are our entries for the folks who crafted. So these are the craft entries. These are the donation entries. So let's do the donations first, because what I'm going to do is, after I draw this one and after I draw this one, I'm then going to combine them and draw 2 more names. So just so y'all know what the deal is. So again, this is this package plus 3 little hexes, the PDF chart for 3 little hexes, and the PDF chart for one of the larger releases that Dee and Kari have had. So it can be Trans Pride Tapestry, it can be Hex Hotel, or it can be the Krampus Sampler. Any one of those three that you would like. I will email you after this goes live so that you can let me know which you would prefer. Now you will receive your PDF charts in 2 separate emails because Dee will send 3 little hexes separately, and then I will purchase the other chart and you'll receive it from my purchase. So you'll get 2 separate emails. Just FYI. I like for people to know what's happening. So we're gonna draw for this. And I probably should have had Adam help me out, but he's out at this point. So I will shake these up really good. And then I'm going to close my eyes and I will pick. Okay, it should just be one. So the winner of the bag and charts from Dee and Kari is Tara Serio. So Tara, you have won this. I'll be emailing with you to find out which of the larger charts that you would like from Dee and Kari, and you'll also be getting 3 little hexes. So I have your address. I will send it to you. That'll be coming to you. I'll get these out in the mail within the week or so from when this video goes live, just FYI. So that one is Tara. Now we're going to do the drawing for the Lindy Stitches Halloween Tales set. And once again, I'm just gonna shake this up really good. Shake, 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 shake. Okay. Oops. Sorry, whoever that was. I apologize. Okay. So the winner of Halloween Tales, the kit for Halloween Tales, is Beck of Elaine's Stuff. Okay, Beck. So that is... Oh, there we go. Beck, that is coming to you. I have your address as well. Actually, I have everybody's address. I don't need to say that because that was the whole thing, is you filled out the form to be entered. So that's the whole point. Yeah. So Beck, that will be coming to you. It will probably take a little bit longer because if I remember correctly, you're in Canada. So that'll take probably a little bit longer just because of how USPS is. So next we're going to combine all of the names and I'm going to draw for the Gathering series first. So just so we all know. There we go. Oh, I meant to say, I meant to tell you what vessels I've chosen. This is a special Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey glass. And I just love the shape of this. So it's like this twisted shape. It's really, really awesome. We brought this home from the Tullamore Dew distillery in Tullamore, Ireland. Adam and I did. So we went to Tullamore Distillery. We stayed in the town of Tullamore, which is, no, Tipperary is where the Rock of Cashel is. I think Tullamore is its own little township. But we actually went to the distillery. They call it the Phoenix Town because at one point the whole town burned and they rebuilt on the ashes. But we went to the Tullamore Dew Distillery. We did the whole whiskey tasting tour. We went to the little, it's not really a pub, it's sort of a bar afterward, and we got a couple of these glasses and we brought them all the way home from Ireland, and they're some of my favorites. And part of what came out of that trip to Ireland, because we did it partly as a delayed honeymoon, but we also did it partly as an anniversary trip. And so now every year on or near our anniversary, we share we each have a glass. we make a toast with Tullamore whiskey, preferably the 12-year or older, and we make a toast and we share some whiskey. So that's one of the things that we do. It's one of the few traditions we actually have. This is a piece of handmade glass vase that came from a glass blowing shop here in Richmond, where I've actually had the opportunity to take a couple of classes in glass blowing. So I didn't actually make this one, I bought this one, but I've made a glass ornament and a glass pumpkin, and I feel like I made something else too. Oh, I did make I made a different vase. And I was going to use that one, but the neck was a little too small. This one is nice wide open. So anyway, let me shake these up. Get them good and shooken. Okay, so for the gathering set, okay, the gathering set goes to Danielle Burwell. So that will be, I have my hand in the wrong place. Danielle, that goes, the gathering set is coming to you. Congratulations. I hope you will enjoy it. At least one person actually stitched gathering berries as they're small, which is pretty impressive to me because it's a large small. Okay, and finally our last prize, the December Dance kit, is gonna go to, just making sure that it's just one. Our last prize goes to Butterfly Girl KMC. So you know what your actual name is. That's the name you asked me to use. So Butterfly Girl KMC, you are getting, I'm trying to hold it and, okay, there we go. Butterfly Girl KMC, you get December Dance. I will be mailing these all out very, very soon. So once again, thank you all for following along. Thank you all for the stitching that you did, the donating that you did, the cheering that you did, all the different ways that you supported me and the other stitchers. We thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're much appreciated. And I hope that that the folks who won these prizes, that serves as a good thank you for y'all for participating, for joining in, and for signing up. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for a successful, fun, and just really awesome season of smalls. I hope you all will join me again next year because yes, we will do this again next year. As I said, it may just be, we may go back to the regular format, which is just September 1st to September 30th, but we'll see how things go. If it still coincides with Stitching for a Cause, then we may join it all together again. We'll see. It was a lot of small stitching though, so we might scale it back, just do 1 month. But again, thank you all so much. I really appreciate you all, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.